Hey YouTube, how you guys doing out there today? Your friend Moons here, and so I know it's been a little bit since our last video. It's kind of been a little crazy, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of updates and kind of what's been going on in the life of Moons. Um, I guess first, we got a part-time job. What good about it is it still gives me plenty of time for my editing and doing the gaming thing, and I guess that's kind of where I need to explain little bit is like I'm not trying to be like a content creator. I'm trying to be an editor, but for gaming. Whether it be a team, organization, streamer or YouTuber out there. So it's like I've been an editor for a while. I went to school. I have a degree. I've worked in a couple studios. So I've done a little bit, but it was more in the filmmaking aspect of editing. And I more started out editing as a hobby, and I was trying to be the next Steven Spielberg, what a filmmaker. I ended up realizing that filmmaking and directing wasn't ultimately what I ended up realizing that that was more of a hobby and editing was the passion, because I always just love sitting down behind the computer and taking a bunch of even just random clips and meshing them together to make a story. You know what I'm saying? And for something that people enjoy to watch. So I guess I had an epiphany. I guess I realized that's what I want to do, and I've always loved gaming. Right? I did the whole competitive scene for a while, and I game battles and all that. So I did the gaming thing and I did the content creation, but I realized editing was like that. That's what I love doing. So pretty much with that said, that's what I've decided to do. I want to be editor in the gaming world in one way, shape, or form. I've met a couple people on Twitter, and I started doing some montages and gameplay videos for them for their YouTubes and stuff. So we're starting out. We're getting out there. Our name is getting out there. We're meeting people. We're making friendships, and right now for me, I guess not to get too personal in right now in my current time, that's kind of what's the friendships made and the experience is what I'm more after. Money right now. Money will come. Um, always other ways to make money. But if I have to, it's just right now. It's just the experience and the friendships. You know what I'm saying? Meeting people, and I've already met some awesome ass people. And actually, that's what we're gonna do today. The point of this video actually is not for me to just sit here and gamble on about what the hell's been going on in my life, but more so to kind of tell you like I don't know if you want to call it a tutorial, more of like my thought process when I'm editing. What goes on my mind? Why do I do certain things that I do? And then, at some parts I'll show you how I do them. Montage that we're actually going to go over from my buddy Warren Toaster. Check him out, by the way. I'll put his stuff down in the description. New up and comer Fortnite player. I don't want to say new. He's been playing for a while, but I guess competitively, I don't know. He's a chill ass dude. He's awesome. Some good clips in here, and I really enjoyed editing this for him. But yeah, I'll leave his stuff in the description. Make sure to check him out. Give him a follow. So that's what's been going on in Life of Moon. Got the job. Started working with some people. Kind of figuring some things out, and now we try and grind. YouTube is going to be my portfolio. And in between there, I'll do like little bits of me just playing games, just fun and chill out. It'll be like our way to connect and yada yada. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. All right, so pretty much the montage that I made, obviously. So we're just gonna kind of go over it. I'm gonna show you like what I did, why I did it, what the hell I was thinking when I did it. I don't know how interesting it's really gonna be, but I figured, it'd be a cool way for us to get to know each other. You know what I mean? You guys can get to, the mind of Moons a little bit more and popping. So, anyways, I guess let's start with the intro. Simple, very easy, just some cinematics that I found on YouTube, and with subtitles, obviously. And then now we get into it. This I really enjoy. I like this one right here. I guess kind of like what I did right there. Right, the biggest thing I guess out of this whole clip, one, I just liked the way it started. You know, coming in, like he flipped the ramp there. Music was really slow, so it just felt dramatic in a way. You know what I mean? And then obviously at the end, slow it down. You know, always gotta have the slow downs at certain parts for the dramatic effects. You know, and then the shot, you gotta make it. Gotta make it pop, you know what I mean? So that's why we kind of made it a little flashy, right there. And there's a couple more parts where I do that, so I'll explain later. If you don't know how to do that, I'll explain that, stuff like that. It's very simple, very simple. This dude is just, I wish I could edit like that, man. Dude, he's too cracked. So anyways, like I was explaining the flashy and the slowdowns. So this is, I think, a prime example, if I can remember how to do this. Prime example of being flashy, slowing down, and just making things pop. So pretty much, what I do, this is I'm listening to the music, not so much the clip. I'm not so much worried about the clip in something like this. When I get down and nitty gritty, I want to like make this frame by frame, I guess. You know, do something. Not worried about the clip. I'm listening to the. So it's pretty much this part right here. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking right here in my waveforms. And what's great about this, right here, that up, and then if you come right here, turn into this thing, and you just boom, you make that bad boy huge, right? And this, as small as you want. So pretty much what I'm doing here, I'm listening, right? I'm listening, and I'm watching my green, and I'm watching my scrubber. Every time I hear the I can see that's mainly on these waveforms popping. Obviously, right? So now, arrow keys, take it, listen, go back, you know, and once you individually find them, you can obviously. So here's one right here. Split the clip. Premiere Pro, simple as Control K on the keyboard. Split the clip, and then what did I do? I think I went 2 frames. Going back, so I split the clip. There it is. Frames, another split, Control K, and then I'm just going again. I find the next one. Boom, there it is. Split frames, you know, and so that's what I'm doing. As I'm finding that tick tick, and obviously you're gonna get down the part where it goes tick 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 tick, tick, you know, tick 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 tick, the really fast part, and find it, and you can like look, there it is. Go over a couple. Oh, there's another one. No, split it right there. Go over. There's another one. No, so just getting down, making that one section big, focusing on that, using your arrow keys will do a lot more than you think. So all said and done, we got everything split. We got it chopped up in the sections that we want, right? So our main goal here was to make it pop, you know, on the beat, like pop pop da da. So again, you go over here to your colors, and you just boom. You take this is your whites, your brights, you know, down. Ooh, look, like that probably would have been pretty. I like that. But I wanted to go more flashy, more brighter with this montage. So I'm taking my whites, you know, you go over to your reds, your green, you know, and just, you know, play with your colors. You know, just play with it. You know, you never know what you're gonna find, what you're gonna like. You know, and then again, You know, and like this part right here where he's jumping down, slow that down a little bit, right? You want to slow that down. With the pop and the slowdowns, it just, in my opinion, it just, I don't know, it's just something about it that I think is so powerful, right? So you're gonna take just simple as right clicking on the clip, duration, and I think I went 50%, normal clips 100%. So if you go over 100, you're speeding the clip up. Under 100, you're slowing the clip down, right? And then same thing, if you got all these split up sections right here, which would technically mean you'd have to do them individually, right? But sure, most already know this. If you're in Premiere Pro already, already know this. If you don't play with Premiere Pro, you just copy that clip and boom, right? Highlight all them clips that you're wanting, paste attribute, right? And what that's gonna do is gonna just bring up. It's gonna say, okay, what did I do? I messed with my motion, opacity, time remapping, blah 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 blah. You click OK, you click OK, and then boom, does it to all those clips that you highlighted in that section, and your result comes out with, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So it's just it adds more. It adds more oomph to the clip, right? So now this clip, in my eyes, originally is pretty dope because I never would have done that in my Fortnite career ever. I've been playing since season 1 and I still can't do that shit. So props to him. But if you're a professional Fortnite player, either way, something like this can take even the most mediocre clip and make it banging. And it's just all about about what you do with it, so don't just, pretty much my point is don't be afraid to experiment. That's what, in my eyes, editing is art. What is art? Art is painting, art is expression, art is creative. So don't be afraid to be creative. Don't be basic. Don't just throw some clips together, put some music behind it, and hope everything turns out right. I've seen so many montages out there where it's like people just throw some clips together, put some titles on it, and music behind it, and there's really no. Yeah, you made a montage. You did a little bit of editing. You had to probably had to cut some things. Make a clip from, if it was a 25-second clip, make it down 20, 15 seconds, whatever. But don't be afraid to just go ham. Focus on your timing. Especially that is one thing that will make or break a montage is timing. What I mean by timing is like right there. When that boom, that hits, that's when you want the shot to happen. That's whether you either want, depending on what you're feeling. I base a lot of the ways that I edit a clip. I base it off the music. While I'm listening to my music, right, I'm just looking at my clips, and if you double click on a clip in this area in your media browser right here, we'll bring it up on the side here, so you could just view that, right? So I'm listening to my music while I view clips, and I find a couple of those would be pretty dope in the intro, right? So that's what I do, and then I saw this clip, right? And I heard this part, and I was like, oh, okay, this would be perfect. And it's, and right here. What? Like, it's just simple things. I think I call them simple just because really once you break it down, it's really not that hard to do. Time consuming and tedious to do. Very simple. So, same thing as that beginning clip. I'm just, every time that, And that part, which is making me like, oh man, this is, you know, for that slow-mo part, I'm just thinking him going down the ramp, him doing his little editing thing is a perfect part to lead up into this, So again, with the beginning clip, I'm doing this thing every time those boom, boom, booms, every time those happen. That's where I'm splitting the clip, and then again, I'm playing with where's one? There we go. And I'm just playing with the colors. Normal speed right here, right? But because I don't slow it down until right there. And, it just makes it because like, oh damn, oh damn, oh no, and you know what I mean? Like, dramatic effect. That's what I like to consider. Dramatic effect. Make any, like, that was one, I probably wouldn't have been able to harpoon your ass and that, no. Because I'm not a Fortnite player, and I'm not trying to be. I'm an editor, right? So what I do is I take that clip that he done did, I make it poppin'. That's what we do as editors. We take clips, even the simplest clips. You make it poppin'. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, damn, that was cool. Same thing right here, And now we're vibing again. He's box fighting, we're vibing. I'm trying to show, I'm trying to keep it at normal pace. You see he's fast, right? Because you're just trying to show, I'm trying to show his, in this video, I'm trying to showcase his quickness, his speed, ability, editing. So there's certain parts you'd want to slow down, certain parts where you just want to leave it because homie's getting cracked out. You don't want to take away from it too much. That's where you got to pick and choose. Usually when you listen to the music, easy to pick and choose which parts you want to and which parts you just want to let ride. You know what I mean? And this was just one of them. Music wasn't really doing anything too poppin'. We're just vibing. Just vibing. But we're letting the clips go. I'll show you what makes these clips effective in a little bit. Just a little, right there. Just another little transition. It just, it's going to another world real quick. What's he doing? We're vibing. That's what we're doing. This is normal speed right here, ladies and gentlemen. This kid is cracked out on the edits, right? We're just vibing. We don't want to do anything to it because we just want to show his speed. And again, my dang audio, I'm going to, whatever. No, and again, we're just vibing. So we don't want anything, we don't want to take away from these clips. These are showing his editing ability and quickness, right? So we don't want to take away from that. And here he's just like, no. Still an effective clip because the I would say my eyes like, oh you're not okay, alright, well I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna do this. 200 IQ, what's up, bitch? Get off of me, we're just that was the end. So pretty much the point of this video, one, was just to kind of show you what I do during editing and my process, I guess, how I go about things, and maybe if you're a new editor out there, it'll kind of give you an idea of where you can start, because that's kind of where I start. I listen to my music, right, and I just pick and choose. I think even if you're not a musical person, I think you'll be able to listen to the music and be able to know when you want to do certain things to a clip. Another thing that you want to do to your clips, I think, is color correction. Now, I'm just still kind of learning color correction and what it's all about, and how to get effective and how to be effective with color correction, right? So pretty much color correction is taking this clip, right? Now if this was at normal, where's normal? Right here. Listen, man. you know, it's okay. But if you take it, right, and try to find another spot actually, right here. So if you take it, yeah, okay, and you just right here. How did I do this? I can't remember what I originally did. But nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. You don't want to go overboard. It it just makes it a little more appealing. Makes it more appealing, right? And you can essentially do it with color, but you want to be careful because it might be cool. I'm taking my reds down a little bit. No, that could have been cool. I think I mainly just messed with my whites. I mainly messed with my whites. But so I can't really explain color correction because I'm still learning it myself, but I know that base way to start is by playing with your levels. That's like your base way, my opinion, I guess, to start with color correcting. And it's just making the clip more appealing, you know. Be basic is is color correction. Color correction is don't be basic, make it more appealing. Make me more appealing. That's what the clip is saying. Color correction is saying, make it more appealing. That's what you do, and you just play with it. But you don't want to go too overboard. Only in certain flashy parts is when you want to go overboard with your levels and colors. What I'm saying is, don't be basic. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Be creative. That's what I'm saying.